Hey folks, Tracy here with Scrappy's Rustics. I think you're going to enjoy this piece. It's absolutely beautiful and it's really only a couple of items to use. This decoupage paper is 0341, made by Decoupage Queen. Decoupage Queen. That frame is from Dollar Tree Plus. They're $3. They come with 3 different prints. I forgot to show you in the beginning, but I do show you here shortly what it looked like before I spray painted it. We're going to use Pentart Decoupage Glue Ultra Matte, and I have 2 different reds here. They're wax or a metallic luster, and the other one is like a paint something. Look at that cool Santa. So I already painted this oval in white chalk paint, and I spray painted the frame itself. The frame is plastic, but it has a lot of beautiful detail in it. You've already seen this frame. They've been sold out at Dollar Tree for quite some time. If you're lucky enough, do look in your when you do go into your Dollar Tree, it's Dollar Tree Plus. We don't have one. I had to order mine online. But look at the Halloween stuff because that's where they are. These can definitely be used year round. For every style I think you can think of, you can definitely embellish it to from shabby chic to Christmas to rustic to however. So I'm just putting the product on and pushing it down with my paper bag. Mine is not a paper bag. That is a plastic bag, sandwich baggie, just so it adheres all the way around. And as you can see, painting the back white really makes your image pop. Cool thing about this, there it is. That's what it looks like beforehand. And it has 3 different images. The other 2 are like a female skull and a male skull, I believe. But they paint up really nice. I hand painted one white, and it took me 3 coats. So because that was kind of tedious. So spray painting, if you have the means, is definitely the easiest way to go. So far I've done one white, black, pink, and a metallic I used, but I haven't used the pink or the metallic yet. Just to have them on hand so they're ready to go. So I kind of messed up here. See the white on both sides? The frame itself does cover a lot of the image, but not enough. I should have moved my paper down and a little more to the right, but I didn't. So I'm going to show you how easily you can fix this. That's why you never want to throw your scraps away until you're done with your project. Because I really think if you didn't know this happened and I showed you this picture, you would not even know that I had to repair it. So that's what's left of my of what we sanded off. So I'm just trying to find the corner that matches the color of where we need to patch it up the best. Doesn't have to be perfect. But it's going to be, anything's going to be better than that white. It almost covered it. I thought I had it okay and over enough, but obviously I didn't. So, if you do stuff like this, don't sweat it. So I'm just double checking to make sure, and it's just a tiny bit. The bottom's worse than anything. Just in the way you angle the picture, you can see it more than you can see other spots. So, if you do something like this, don't sweat it. You really become a creative when we all make mistakes. Like probably, I don't think we've ever been through, I say we, I'm speaking for all of us, been through a project from start to finish where you didn't have to fix something or change something or whatever. And that's what about being a creative is. You got to roll the punches and fix it so nobody knows. So I'm just decoupaging it right on. It's bigger than the piece, so I just do exactly what we just did. Decoupage it on, dry it, and just hit it with a sander again, and voila, it's fixed. I mean, obviously, if they took the frame off, be like, what are these white spots? How'd she decoupage that and leave 2 little white triangles like that? Boy, she's good. So you can't even see, right? Whammo. So if you didn't know that, I hope that helps you. So these are 2 completely different reds. We have a Pentart red, however, I should have tried it because it's not really red. It was probably the red I needed, but I didn't even think about it until after the fact. So I don't know. I don't know what brands these are, but you can see how different they are. So I'm trying to see which one matches our reddish. Reds are tough, y'all. There's so many shades of red. It's tough. So I decided to go with this, and this is some kind of furniture luster. It smells kind of bad. It's not, I don't know. I should have used a Pentart because the Pentart smells much better. But at first I thought, okay, this is great. But then I realized kind of as soon as I put it on the black, it kind of looked pink. I know the colors look funny on camera sometimes, but it just looked pink. It had a pink hue to it. So I was like, well, that sucks. So let me try the other color. Well, I haven't given up yet. I've put another coat on. So I decided, let's try this. Y'all, look how red that is. I mean, that is like red. And that is like the weirdest texture stuff. It's really the first time I'm using, I've used DIY waxes and lots of Pentart, but never really any other brands that I can think of. And this bright red one, it got really weird on my finger. Like it dried. It was just weird. Where the pent art, most of them, all the metallic, everything's made with orange oil except for the pastes. Those ones are made with something else, kind of like shoe polish. And they're always smooth, and I never have that problem. So these two are very different to work with. I mean, it's the same concept. And when you put it on your finger, you want to put it on the flat of your finger, because if you get it on the sides of your finger, you're going to end up getting the wax where you don't want it. So I realized that the bright red, I don't know why I'm talking like that, looked, with the other red over it, was the color I needed. Yeah, I had to go over it twice. That kind of stunk and, took some time. But in order to make this look the way it should, because like I said, the red alone is too neon and the other one had a hue of pink, but it ended up working out. So I went around the entire frame with the bright red, and it was dry before I even got done. And then I went over it. I'm going to go over it again with the other red, the darker red. So you see how bright that is? I mean, this thing is like, it's bright. And it almost looks pink in the camera still. So then I went back, did it with this. This took me some time, but it was totally worth it. In the end, I think it comes out great. And this also gave it a little bit more sheen because it has a little metallic to it. Not metallic, more of a sheen, I guess, because there's no, glitteries or anything in there. But sometimes you gotta, you gotta do what you gotta do to get that project. You gotta nail it. You gotta nail it. But again, this is just a $3 frame, a $3 or $4 piece of decoupage paper. We have our own paint and our decoupage glue. So that's really all this project is. And in my opinion, if someone gave this to me as a gift, or I walked into someone's house and this was, look how beautiful that is, and they had this in their decor, I would be like, wow, that is really pretty. Where did you buy that? So, if you can't find these frames, there's thrift store frames. Any frames that have some texture in them and some interest, you can do this same technique. So yeah, there's that. And I think overall this came out really, really pretty, and I'm pleased with it. And look at the Santa, Coca-Cola Santa. He's just adorable. I love him. I love the vintage Santas. I could make these all day long. If you like my style and you want to see more, I'd love for you to smash that subscription button so you can see more of my eclectic style videos, because you just never know what I'm going to come up with. I go off of inspiration, so I think that's important, and you need to roll with it. And it doesn't matter. There's no rules in creating. Go with what makes you feel good. Go with what makes you happy. And that's what it's all about, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next video.